What's going on, guys? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Let me know how I sound, guys. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me do something with this. Oh, there we go. Much better. Let's see what we got. Let's go. Can you guys hear me? All clear. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Happy Saturday, guys. I'm just going to wait for some more people to get in here before I get into the nitty gritty. I don't want to get, you know how it goes, guys. I don't want this to last too long tonight, but I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to you guys about. Thanks, Rob. Good audio. Thank you. Actually, let me move this up a little bit. Okay. All right. So we got Mark in here. What's going on, Mark, from Montreal? V.I.Preloader, Mark. We got Miss Jenny. She is my Washington ambassador. Hello there from Washington State. Rob Kevler. Hey, Robert. That is Jenny's husband. Let's see. Gilmar. Let's go. Lachlan, is that how you pronounce that? Lachlan Jackson, all clear, thank you. We got Jose. Jose is from Uruguay, guys. If you're watching my videos and you watched all those videos that I did when I was in Uruguay, the guy that brought me out there, that's Jose. Wheeled Icons is the name of the organization he started there. Slow Ride Mastery. He is not playing. He's serious about it too. Just a great guy. Let's see. We got Derek Allison. What's going on? Lee Sturgis, the man. Hello, Robert. V.I.Preloaders and preloaders. Absolutely. We got Robert. Good audio. Thank you. Anita Simmons, my bride. What's going on, baby? Luther Williams. Gilmar from Brazil. Robert Spurbeck. Great to see you too, brother. Steve Kirkland. Good evening. How are you? Karen. Karen's been here since the inception. What's going on, Karen? This is a nice surprise. Hello, T. I know. It's been so long since I've done one. I'm going to talk to you guys about that. Any sessions in West Tennessee? Stand by. I got to talk to you about all of that stuff. G-Pops and Gigi, what's up? My California ambassadors. Eddie Heron. What does this say? Scanlon Fiend? Sup, boys? Zup, boys? Ian, what's going on, brother? Ian from New Jersey. Nicholas Simmons, brother from another mother. Luther Williams, 6-74. It's my Maryland ambassador. SS Gold Wings in the house. Carlos Anklin, Brazilian living in Alberta, Canada. Oh, my God. Went from good weather to terrible weather. D. Sid, what's going on from Jersey? We got Andy Rides, my North Carolina ambassador. What's going on, Andy? Al Williams. Okay, I got David Arrington. What's going on, brother? See you tomorrow. Andy, same message. Jason Zandy, my Illinois ambassador. What's going on? Winona Spurbeck. Look at this. We got the couples in the house. Husbands and wives. I love it. Roguelite Ryan, watching from North Carolina. Dave, Classic Cars. Good evening, Rob, from Western Pennsylvania. How you doing? I recognize that name. And what does this say? Aquadin 005. Just started watching your vids. Old timer here. Just started riding again recently. Already learning good stuff. That's what I like to hear. Love it. All right, guys. Listen, if you haven't done so already, just please hit the like button. That definitely helps me out. I'm going to get back to the comments, but first, let me get to my notes. I took notes. Matter of fact, I started taking the notes, and Anita finished it for me. The first thing I want to address, guys, is you guys. I want to say Happy New Year to all of you. I know it's February now, and it's been a while since I've done a live video. Guys, you have to know, if you don't know already, nothing that you guys are watching on YouTube concerning me was planned. None of it. Preloader Nation wasn't planned. Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle wasn't planned. YouTube wasn't planned. This stuff it started, and I saw the need and, my desire to help people led all of this. That was the fuel. And you guys led it as well by your positivity. I've always been a positive person, an optimistic person. That's just who I am. And what Preloader Nation has done is brought all of that out, all of it. So I appreciate all of you guys. Robert Spurbeck, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, so all of this was not planned, and I'm just so blessed by it. And I feel like I was meant to do this. And I say that because I'll give you one example. The toughest thing for most people to get is a location to practice. Even if they're by themselves, they take some cones and put them on the ground, somebody's coming out to tell them they got to move. This is 4 years now I've been doing this in Pooler, Georgia. No issues, none. All right. I mean, I don't think that's a coincidence. You know what I mean, guys? It's a blessing, and I'm so glad to be able to share that with all of you guys. So, preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, I thank you all. I started to say if you're not subscribed to this channel, but I've already set this. So, well, no, actually, I set it for everybody. Only people that are subscribed can leave a comment. But I appreciate you all, and I'm proud of you all. I mean, I was just saying this to my buddy Finesse the Challenger and Q from Riding and Wrenching, how proud I am of them. Because all of you guys, maybe not all of you, but a good number of you, I know your journey. I know I'm a part of it. All of you guys are a part of my legacy. And I'm proud to say that. I'm proud to have you guys as a part of my legacy because you're just fantastic people. I say it all the time. Preloader Nation is just packed, jam-packed with above and beyond personalities. And I appreciate you all. I'm proud of you all for doing something that didn't feel really comfortable. And some of you guys, from where you started to where you are now, oh my gosh, it's a beautiful thing, right? And it's nice that I'm a part of that. But the beauty of this is it's not just me. I can do a million videos, and they can be great. And you can watch them all. You can subscribe, hit the like, leave comments. But if you don't go out and practice, you know, you may as well be watching any other reality show, right? All right, so I want to thank you guys. That's firstly. Secondly, I want to acknowledge my ambassadors. So I already told you Preloader Nation is filled with above and beyond personalities. And I often get asked from people, how do I become an ambassador? And my answer is always, not one ambassador that we have asked to be an ambassador, nor were we looking for an ambassador in that area. We've never looked for any ambassadors, but when they're there, we know it. They are just, oh my gosh, they are just phenomenal people and in so many different areas. And so they jump off the page at Anita and I, and we say, man, let's ask them if they'd like to be an ambassador, because a lot of them are doing ambassador kind of work anyway. So why not? So let's break it down. First and foremost, Miss Jenny. Now, a lot of you guys haven't seen Miss Jenny because anytime we have the events, Miss Jenny and her husband Rob, they're working, right? They're on the road and they're working. And I definitely understand that. But Miss Jenny was the first ambassador, first and foremost. And how Miss Jenny stood out to us is just how supportive she was all the time in the Facebook group. And anything that I'm posting, you see Miss Jenny, always supportive, always helping, not just pushing Be the Boy, See a Motorcycle and Preloader Nation, but genuinely helping people and sharing her journey and how this whole thing started with her during COVID. Her and her husband out there practicing when nobody's going to throw you out of a parking lot if the parking lot is empty because the stores are closed, right? So that's Miss Jenny. I definitely want to thank her. And I'm looking forward to now. My California ambassadors actually met Miss Jenny. I think it was was it in Sturgis? I think it was. So they met. They took pictures together. That was great. So definitely shout out to Miss Jenny, my Washington State ambassador. Next, I have Andy. Andy's my North Carolina ambassador. I've said this before. Andy lives in North Carolina. I live in Pooler, Georgia. Excuse me. Andy has been to more Pooler practice sessions than the people that live in Pooler. So another guy that's just a great guy, a humble guy, and just no quit in him. No quit in him. So shout out to Andy, North Carolina ambassador. Q the rider. His YouTube channel is Riding and Wrenching. That's my Tennessee ambassador. Check him out. Check out his channel. Just outstanding, man. He's a great guy. And the first time I met him was in Tennessee for a practice session at Bootlegger Harley Davidson. And, you know, it's so many people, guys, that I met through YouTube and motorcycles and practice sessions and whatever. And they, at this point, lifelong friends, right? And I don't thought I were a friend around a lot. Everybody's not your friend. We're not in the third grade, right? I'm talking about friends, right? A lot of you guys. I love you guys. Ruben and Maria, aka G Pops and Gigi, check out their YouTube channel as well. Those are my California ambassadors. And if you guys don't know, so G Pops is the one responsible for V.I.Preloaders. Maybe not the name, but the concept, because it wasn't something I was even thinking about doing. And he was already a member of some other YouTube channels, because when it comes to motorcycle safety, him and his wife are just, it wasn't even a question, man. They were just like dead serious, because he said, you know, I don't want to die on a motorcycle. I was scared to death and I didn't know what I was doing. So he already supported other people's channels that he watched. And he asked me, how come I didn't have that? And I told him, and he was like, I pay you every month, you know? And so that's what started that. So they're just great people. Every time I go out to California, you know, they take care of me big time. So I love those guys. And when they come here, they stay here. They're going to always have a place to stay here, a car to drive, just like they do for me in California. So I love you guys, G-Pops and Gigi, California ambassadors. Mario. Okay. Mario is my Maryland ambassador. And Mario he's a boss of his motorcycle. But when I first met him, which was also in Tennessee, undercover boss. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. I just read that in another stream. I think it's a WhatsApp stream. Undercover boss, because he was a motor officer. I didn't know that. Obviously, he knew. And he asked me, no, I asked him, what did he rate himself on a scale of 1 to 10? And he told me a 6. Now, my memory's not that good, but I remember BS when I hear it. 6. He was lying his ass off. So I should have known, because when he said it, he had like that smug smirk on his face, like 6. Again, a great guy. Full of knowledge, and he's now not only a motor officer, but he's a motor officer instructor. So 6 my ass, Mario. All right. I know, you know, whatever. Anyway, great guy. Looking forward to seeing him out in Tennessee. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a second. Joe Go Motorcycle Adventures. Definitely check out Joe's channel. Joe does private lessons as well. He does practice sessions now when he can. Joe still has a job. And that's my Ohio ambassador. This is another guy, no quit in Joe. And the first time I met Joe personally, it was here when he came to Pooler, Georgia for a practice session when he tried to T-bone, rephrase, when he almost T-boned Q from Ryan and Wrench. And by the way, that's the first time they just met too. And they're great friends. So just great people, guys. I appreciate everything that they do as ambassadors. And I'm looking forward to continue to do what I do and have them with me. Let's see. We got Ken. Ken is my Virginia ambassador. So whenever I go to Maryland and do a practice session, Ken is there. Mario is there. Now, Ken, every time I've come, unless I'm mistaken, he's worked the night shift and then came straight to the Seventh-day Adventist Church and stayed there. He's the first one there and the last one to leave. Remember, he's been up all night working. The passion and dedication to helping people is just something that's why I always tell people, you're going to be compelled to share this if you know it, right? And that's these guys. He was also, same story as me. Ken never rode a motorcycle until he was trained by the police department. So we share that in common. And again, just great guys. Humble. Everybody's humble, right? Again, there's no arrogance here in Preloader Nation, period. And the good thing is, once people get in here, they can kind of sense that if they're coming in here with the arrogance or any negativity, no, it's not going to happen. They're gonna realize, oh man, I'm in the wrong spot. I got to go to some other place where people love to talk about stuff and put people down and make people feel bad. That's not happening here. So shout out to Ken as well. Jason is my Illinois ambassador. This guy is just aces. If you need, he'd give you the shirt off his back. And if he's not wearing a shirt, if he's hairy, he might shave the hair off and put that over you to keep you warm. That's what I'm talking about as far as the level, the level of he's just the above and beyond is just, it's just guys, just an outstanding guy. Love being around him, especially since I don't get to see him a lot. And a beast on that bike. And the story he told me is when he first bought his Road King, he was going to return it, right? I'm not saying the next day, but he was going to return his motorcycle. And that night, Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle just happened to come into his feed. And he clicked on it, watched a video, watched another video. And then he never returned that bike. And you watch that man ride that motorcycle now. This is what I'm talking about. I got a fuel that feeds me, right? I love that kind of stuff. So shout out to Jason's going to be more on him later. Excuse me, guys. Barry and Angie. These are my West Virginia ambassadors. The sweetest people you will ever meet. Again, no quitting them. And here's the thing. This happens all the time. There's a lot of times, guys, when a wife or a girlfriend will say, you know what? I want to ride a motorcycle. I want to go practice. I want a private lesson or whatever. And the spouse, meaning the dude, will be like, yeah, I don't need that. But they'll go anyway to support the wife or the girlfriend. And then when they get here, oh, crap, I did need that. I needed some of that. They may not need as much, but it definitely helped propel their riding. And that was the case with Barry. Barry's, please, he's throwing that bike around like it's nothing now. And Angie too. And they also in West Virginia try to do some sessions to help other people out. So that's just phenomenal. The more people that we have trying to help other people, the better. Okay, so shout out to them, West Virginia ambassadors. And they were the last ambassadors, the last people we made ambassadors in 2024. So for 2025, I'm sorry, no, that's wrong. I also have, they were the last ones that we made ambassadors. But I also want to talk about my Florida ambassadors, Mike and Lori. Now, Lori has a YouTube channel called Fearless Motorcycling with Lori. If you haven't checked out her channel, you definitely have to check her out. Her story is just so, I tell her story all the time. How many of us can say we did 1,000 miles in the parking lot before we ever rode on the street? And so by the time that woman got on the street riding her motorcycle, you think her confidence wasn't through the roof? And the only thing she went by is be the boss of your motorcycle, steps 1 through 9. So listen, if I ask her a question, she knows the answer. What are the first 5 steps? She knows all of this stuff, right? And not only that, when I do any practice sessions in Florida, they're there, right? That's what my ambassadors do if they can, helping people out. And she's so passionate about it that she's only been riding coming up on 2 years in April. But if you watch her ride, you would never know that. That's why I always tell you guys, I don't care how long you've been riding, and I don't care how many miles you ride. I care how long you practice, because that's how we become the boss of our motorcycles, right? So it's just a very compelling story. Check out her YouTube channel and listen to her explain stuff, right? Some people just have a knack for this stuff, and that's definitely her. And shout out to her husband, Mike, too, because, again, Mike's been riding 30-something years, and at the time, she was riding no years. And to support her, that's the only reason he really got into it. And now he loves it. He loves it, right? So it's the bug, guys, the bug. And most of the people that are in here, I'm sure you got the bug. Okay, 2025, guys, 2 more to go. The 2025 ambassadors, the appointments for ambassador is Stephanie. Stephanie is the Colorado ambassador. Many of you you've probably seen her. She's been in a bunch of my videos, whether it was the private lesson that she allowed me to share with some of you guys, or sometimes I'll just use pictures of her because the lean that she had on that motorcycle with her head and her eyes turned perfectly. It was beautiful with the cool shades. So when I went out to Colorado for the practice session, she set all of that up. She quarterbacked that, and she's constantly riding her motorcycle now and practicing. She rides a 2024 Road Glide. She got it all set up for her. So it's good stuff, good stuff. And lastly, guys, Jose from Uruguay. Remember I was talking about him earlier? All right, that's my Uruguay ambassador, right? He's the South America ambassador. So he's the international ambassador. So definitely good to have him come along. And when I tell you guys the selflessness, he is so selfless. Everything that this man does, it seems like it's for someone else, right? And that's what this is all about, right, guys? All right, so those are my ambassadors. I appreciate them all. I want to thank them, and hopefully we can just keep doing what we're doing, guys. Keep doing what we're doing. All right. If you guys haven't noticed, for people that do know, I'm in the new location. It's my new man cave. I used to be downstairs. I moved upstairs because I needed more space and because I wanted to add a home gym, which I did. So my gym's downstairs. My man cave is upstairs. I'm just thrilled with all of it. All of it, right? What's the benefit of having a home gym? Well, A, it's in the house, right? So the convenience. B, anything I leave, the way I leave it, that's the way I'm going to find it when I work out again. So that's perfect. I'm talking about if I leave the pin in 50 pounds, when I come back, it's in 50 pounds. What else? The temperature, I control that. The music, I don't have to wear headphones anymore. I got my TVs right in front of me. I can watch YouTube. I've just recently figured out I don't give a crap what I look like anymore in the gym. I can wear what I want to wear. So that's awesome. You know how long it would take me to go to the gym, just picking out an outfit, getting sneakers to match, all of that stuff? Don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to suck my gut in anymore. Right? It's just me, and if Anita walks by, it doesn't matter. She likes the way it all looks. So it's just a good thing, guys. It's a good thing, and I appreciate it. So, and being up here, I have more room. It's just, it all works out, guys. It all works out. All right. Next, guys, my website, Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle website. That's been refreshed. So if you get a chance, I want you to go there. I want you to check that out. I've added the ambassadors are on the website now. So I'm saying their names, but if you want to put the name with the face, just go to the website, scroll down. You'll see them. Still private lessons available. That's on there. Obviously, the upcoming events, you click on that, it's going to show you everything that's upcoming, which I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight. There's a cameo section now, so that's something I do a little bit of every now and then. People want me to do a short video for someone that they love, just saying happy birthday or Merry Christmas or congratulations or whatever it is. So that's on the website as well. I do that. Gift certificates for private lessons, that's on the website. So it's good stuff. And of course, Tab Performance is on there. It's good stuff. And I want to give a shout out to my webmaster. His name is Charles. He took care of all of that. So shout out to you, Charles. All right. Next. Oh, you know what? Before I keep going, let me try to read some of your comments, guys. Joe Go Motorcycle Adventures is in the house. What's going on, Joe? Thanks for the donation. I made it, and I'm listening on my way home from dinner. How is Joe driving home from dinner? I just got home too, guys. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. I was at dinner with Anita, and I'm having a great time. The food's delicious, and I look at my watch, and I'm like, oh, crap, we got to get out of here. So how is Joe Go driving home, not just listening, but sending in donations? I appreciate it, Joe. Don't put your safety in jeopardy to send me a donation. All right, I'm going to try to get to some of your comments. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. Let's see. Josh Robinson says, most people want to meet Taylor Swift and Brad Pitt. I can't wait to meet Robert and Anita Simmons. April can't get here quick enough. I appreciate that, Josh. I'm looking forward to meeting you too, man. I appreciate the kind words. I don't take any of that stuff for granted, guys. I hope you know that. I just don't. Let's see. Yeah. We met in California, Miss Jenny said. Oh, it was in California? Ambassadors in Sturgis. We met the California ambassadors in Sturgis. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. One thing about this, my wife picked out an awesome fan. It's a beautiful looking fan, the ceiling fan, but I'm gonna have to change it because it doesn't give me enough air. Plus, if I turn it up, it's too damn loud. So, let's see. Sean Seitz is in the house. Good evening. Ian said, everyone I've met through at Preloader Nation has been stand-up people. No other community compares, in my opinion. 100%. 100%. I agree, Ian, 100%. Of course I do. Jason's story is much like mine, a real parallel in how we started riding and nearly quitting, then heard the words, hello, YouTube. Oh, yeah, Miss Jenny. Yeah, still cold in Louisville. Can't wait for the weather to break. I know, man. I know I'm not going to say what the temperature is here. I don't want to rub it in. Any plans to be in New Jersey area? Stand by. Stand by. Ian said, yeah, thank you, man. Smash the like button, preloaders and V.I.Preloaders. I appreciate it. To get the video in one spot, backfired. Okay. Oh, my Virginia Bassett is in here. All right. He's just messing with it. With the Maryland ambassador. All right, guys, I'll get to that later. I just want to get through this because I know I'm not trying to take up all of your time, nor mine, because I have a practice session tomorrow morning, guys. I still got to go get the trailer, all that stuff. All right, guys, I want to talk to you, if you're not familiar with it already, about the raffle that the West Point School of Music is holding, that I'm a part of. Also, Psycho Fanatics is a part of it, and Tiffany Renee is a part of it. And the raffle is that, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check out the video. It's the CVO Road Glide, 2024 CVO Road Glide in legendary orange. That's sitting in my garage that I can't ride, but I got to walk past every day. I walk out the garage. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a cover over that thing. I don't want to keep looking at that thing. It's a beautiful bike. And the benefits for that is a $55,000 motorcycle sitting in my garage, because the legendary orange has that $6,000 paint job. It's got a King Tour Pack on it. All of the proceeds for this raffle are going to go to the West Point School of Music. And this is a nonprofit organization. They get kids from Chicago public school system, teach them how to play instruments and perform and all of that stuff, to make them, responsible adults. I don't play an instrument, but I do see that people that play instruments, it definitely helps you, right? And a lot of these children are in tough situations. So to be able to get under the umbrella of Julian, that's the CEO of that company, Julian Champion, West Point School of Music, get under his umbrella and his tutelage and his leadership and watch these kids just strive. It's awesome. So the tickets are $100 each. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys something. All right. That's the QR code for the West Point School of Music raffle. You click on that. It'll take you to the website and you can purchase your tickets. There's no losers here, guys. And that's how I look at it. There's no losers, because you don't win, you donate to the good cause, right? And again, this is all legit. If you don't know, everybody can't do raffles on YouTube, right? Because it's against the law. It's a gambling thing, right? But if you're a nonprofit organization, they have a license that was attained in city of Chicago, so it's all legit. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be a part of it. What also sucks is I'm not eligible. I can't win. And I can't say, hey, Anita, I'll buy some tickets. You could win. No. And I feel bad. My mother bought 2 tickets. And she's like, man, I'm going to win that bike. Nah, Mom, you're not eligible. You can't be, because you're related to me. I don't make the rules, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is. I bought some tickets, of course. Of course, if I win, I'm just going to say pick another number or whatever. But it's a great cause. If you haven't seen the video, check it out. I am going to do some more videos just talking about this bike. And other great stuff is coming up, like Tab Performance is going to provide exhaust for this bike. First, I was just going to pick something and put it on it. But I spoke to Casey over at Tab Performance, and the best thing to do is when whoever wins the bike, and my prediction is, who's going to win this bike, guys? It's going to be somebody that bought 1 ticket and somebody that's never ridden a motorcycle in their life. That's who's going to win this motorcycle. And you know what? It's fine, because if they win that bike and they wind up selling it, it is what it is. That's their choice. They can do that if they want to. It's a great bike. HD Tricker, thanks for the donation, buddy. I appreciate you. So yeah, guys, go over to that website, and if you want to participate, definitely do so. And the drawing for this raffle is August 16th. So you have a crap load of time. So if it were me, I'd buy a ticket a month, right? A ticket a month would give me a better chance of winning that motorcycle. It's just a beautiful bike, man. So great idea by Julian. And hopefully the goal of this, it all works out, because this is something he wants to do every year. Every year he wants to buy the top CVO, whatever it is, and then raffle it off. All right, guys? All right. So that's all I'll say about that. I showed you the QR code, and now I turned away from my notes. All right. Briefly, the new addition to the fleet. I already put a video out about that. I appreciate everybody that sent in suggestions for the name. But Anita names the motorcycles. She hasn't named it yet. So did you give me that? Was that list of names for that bike? Yes. Okay, so it might have a name already, because she said it was her best. I'll let you guys know what that is. Of course, I'll put a video out. And if you're a V.I.Preloader, you're going to find out first anyway. What else? Also, you know what? I'll get back to that. So the new addition to the fleet, if you don't know, it's a 2022 Road King Police. And I did a video on that, so I'm not going to go all through that. You guys can watch that video, and I explain what the purpose is of that motorcycle. All right. Enough said about that. Daytona. I do plan on being in Daytona, guys. Let's see. March. I think I'm going to be there March 12th. That's a Wednesday. Actually, that's my plan. I want to go to Tab Performance. They're going to probably be over there by the Speedway again. I'm going to do a meet and greet there. I'll put something out with some more concrete information regarding that. And then I think on March, I think it's I don't know when it is, but I know Traveling Tall usually has his event there. So Bethune-Cookman. So I'm planning on being over there. All of this stuff depends because a lot of times I get requests for private lessons. And if I get a request for a private lesson, that's always going to trump me going out to Daytona, because one part I'm helping somebody and the other part I'm just hanging out, right? So I'm sure you guys can understand that. And I always try to work with people. Whatever's going to work for them, I want to make that work, especially since my schedule is so tight. If they can get something in, and usually in the middle of the week is going to work best, then that's what I'm going to choose to do. But I'm so close to Daytona, it doesn't matter. I can actually do a private lesson and then the next day go to Daytona, come home. I don't have to stay, although I usually do. But last year, I didn't stay. So I'll let you guys know about Daytona. And if I'm there and you can come see me, shake my hand, I appreciate that. I'd like to meet you or see you again if I've already met you. Let's see. Tomorrow is practice session number. You know what? I'm not going to say it because I always say, welcome to practice session number. And I give kudos to the people that know, especially since I was so far behind last year in the videos for the practice session. So guys, I don't know if you understand how long and how much it takes for me to edit these practice session videos. It takes a long time. And I wish I could just throw it together, meaning I wish I was able to. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Right. So it takes time. So last year, my mistake was I do a private practice session. Right. Let's say I went to whatever. It doesn't matter. I went to Michigan. And then the next weekend, I was in Colorado. So that means that if I went to Michigan, that's 2 days of practice sessions. So that means during that week, I need to edit those 2 videos and get those out before I do another 2. Problem was, by the time I traveled back from the practice session, that's a lost day right there. Sometimes 2 lost days. And then sometimes I get home and I have scheduled private lessons. So it's a lot, right? It's a lot. And then next thing I know, I run out of time. And now I'm doing 2 more practice sessions. And I haven't even edited the last 2. So that's what happened to me last year. And that's why videos that I did in August were coming out in November, and some of them came out this year because at the end of the year, when everything kind of slowed down, it gave me a chance to actually just sit down and edit. So I want to apologize to you guys for that. Karen, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate you, dear. I want to apologize to you guys for that because I know when you do a practice session, you want to see yourself in that video. And trust me, I want you to see yourself as quickly as possible. I remember the good old days when I would do a practice session here in Pooler, Georgia, and it'd be out 2 days later. Because when I'm in Pooler, I just do 1 day, right? But when I'm traveling, it's usually 2 days. So just know that this year I'm going to try my best to when I get home to start editing. The other issue is there's other stuff going on in life. So when I get home, if there's stuff to do here and I got to cut the grass and, my wife, she does a lot of stuff. So I appreciate her in the background, the COO of Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. She does a lot of stuff, guys. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that, guys. My goal is to get those videos out to you guys as quickly as possible. So yeah, tomorrow the practice session is going to be the first practice session of 2025. And I'm looking forward to it here in Pooler, Georgia. Remember, guys, if you're a V.I.Preloader, there's still some confusion out there. Somebody told me, man, I'm only a subscriber. One day I'll be a preloader. I said, you're already a preloader. That's what a subscriber is. A preloader is someone who is subscribed to Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle on YouTube, and they are dedicated to being proficient in slow speed operation on the motorcycle. That makes you a preloader. A V.I.Preloader is a paid subscriber, right? Okay. V.I.Preloaders can practice with me here in Pooler, Georgia, as many times as they want. right? And I kept getting messages, when's the next session coming? When's the next session coming in Pooler? And when I put that information out, that session filled up in 15 minutes. So if you live in the Pooler area, or even if you don't, because the session tomorrow, most of the people are coming from out of state, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina. So make sure you're on my email notification list, guys. If you're not on my email notification list, please get on it so that you always will get at least an email when stuff is announced, practice sessions or global group rides and all that stuff. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that. Any events, you'll be notified of it, right? There's a link for it in the description section of every video. And sometimes I put it in the comment section. I pin it there. All right, guys, for the videos that I put out. All right, so I want to thank my wife for putting that whole email notification thing together too, because that's been super helpful, guys. Super helpful. Okay. The global group ride, guys. If you're not familiar with that, that's the spring ride. That's the opening of the riding season. Not here for, we riding all year here, but it's the official kickoff for Preloader Nation. Get your bikes out and ride them. And it's called a global group ride because, yes, I have a group ride here. People come with me. We go for a group ride. But wherever you are in the world, on that day or around that day, it doesn't have to specifically be that day, but it does have to be before I do the video. People will go out, do a ride, or just go stand by their motorcycle, sit on the bike, whatever, and just say something to Preloader Nation, whatever they want to say, less than a minute long video, preferably in this orientation, horizontal, not vertical. And then I add their video to the main video. And that's all Preloader Nation just saying, welcome to a new riding season or whatever they want to say, preload and keep it loaded and all that good stuff. So that's coming up, guys. That's going to be April 5th. And that information has already been sent out, correct, honey? Yes, that information has already been sent out for people that are already on the email notification list. But if you're not, just go to my website, click on where it says upcoming events, and you'll see it right there. You're going to see everything I'm going to talk to you guys about. Well, that's not true. You're going to see most of this stuff. I'm going to talk to you guys about some stuff that is not, I haven't put it out yet, but it's planned. Okay. All right. Traveling practice sessions. So here's what's coming up, guys. And this is from what's closest to what's furthest away, allegedly. Okay. Florida, Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Huge shout out to my Florida ambassadors, Mike and Lori. They quarterback this with that dealership. So I'm looking forward to that. That's almost full, right? That's March 1st and March 2nd. So that's right around the corner. Saturday and Sunday. These are all going to be Saturdays and Sundays. And I think Saturday has 10 people already and Sunday has 8. I mean, so there's still spots available. But the reason I like going to Florida is Florida, North Carolina, anything like that is proximity, right? So there's no need for me to fill both days for me to make that happen because it's close. Clearly, if I'm flying to California or something, it won't make sense for me to go there and I got 7 people, right? That has to be, both days have to be full, or at least close to being full, right? I know you guys can understand that. So that's the first one, guys, Florida. The second one is, you ready for this, guys? Nevada. You know how long I've been trying to get into Nevada? So huge shout out to Dave. Dave is a V.I.Preloader that lives in Maryland. So you would think if I finally got to Nevada, it's going to be somebody from Nevada. They hooked it up, but it's who you know, right? So he hooked it up. He knew somebody out there. I spoke to him, and then they hooked me up with Jill. Jill she works at the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. That's where the practice sessions are going to be. So I'm excited about that. The dates for that are March 29th and March 30th. So that's close as well. So that's already a done deal. I'm already booked. I got my hotel. I got my bag packed as far as my cones, and I'm ready to go. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Then I'm going back to Florida, but this is going to be at Wesley Chapel Harley-Davidson. And that's like a new Harley-Davidson dealership out there. And huge shout out to Mike Accord. So Mike Accord, usually he's the GM of Gator Ford out in Cessna, Florida, the Tampa area. And I usually have the sessions at his dealership, but he said, you know what? I want you to do this one here. And he's promoting it. He's just so into this. The motorcycles is just, you go to that Ford dealership, there's probably more motorcycles there than trucks. So So huge shout out to him. The date on that one, guys, is April 12th, April 13th. Plenty of spots available for that. That information is out there as well. North Carolina, I'm going to be at Cox's Harley Davidson, April 26th and April 27th. Huge shout out to them as well for allowing me to come back there and do another practice session. And the good part is now they're saying they want more of the staff want to participate. And that's what usually happens. People come there and they don't really know what it is. And then they come outside, they look at what's going on, they watch the video, and they go, God damn, I was right there and I didn't take part in this. So if he comes back, I'm going to do it. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to that. Always good to go there. I like that location. Next, I'm going to be in Lake Elsinore, that's Southern California. Again, huge shout out to my California ambassadors, G-Pops and Gigi, and Pastor Fred for allowing us to use that church. That's going to be May 3rd and May 4th. May 3rd starts at 9 a.m. May 4th starts at 12 p.m. because Sunday there's church. So we got to wait for church to be over. And then when everybody files out, we can start doing what we're doing, right? So that's California. I'll be back there again. Always good to go there to do the practice sessions and meet the Californians and sometimes people that are from other places other than California. But to meet my California ambassadors and spend some time with them. I love spending time with them. They're just great people. Illinois. Now, I went to Illinois last year, and I did a practice session at the West Point School of Music. But this year, I'm going to be at the Oak Forest High School, right? Huge shout out to my Illinois ambassador, Jason. He hooked that up. That's going to be May 31st and June 1st, right? I'm traveling, guys. I'm traveling, right? Looking forward to that. Supposedly, it's going to be a large group of women that are going to participate in it, and that's good. That's always good. Next, I'm going to be in Tennessee. Now, I'm doing traveling tolls, Run to the Hills 5. That's going to be the 8th, the 7th, or the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th, I believe. Is it 6th, the 7th, and the 8th? What am I looking at? June. Yeah, 6th. It's the 5th. He says the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th, I believe. But my practice session is going to be on the 8th at Bootlegger Harley Davidson, guys. So, the date, I already told you. It's going to be June 8th. That's one day, guys. So that's cool. Let's see. On the 9th, I'm going to be, June 14th and June 15th. Now, this is not out yet. So I'm letting you guys know that this is coming up or possibly coming up, but it's coming up. I'll be at Gator Ford June 14th and June 15th for practice sessions. August 16th and August 17th, guys, I'm going to be at Youngstown Harley Davidson. That's in Ohio. First time I've ever been there. Usually when I go to Ohio, huge shout out to Mike Weisenbach, Pro Rider, Columbus. He usually hosts me there in that parking lot. But somebody reached out to me. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But he told me, I want you to come to Ohio. And when I told him, listen, I come to Ohio every year. He said, I'm going to try to get you into this dealership. So he quarterbacked that whole thing. And once the marketing person there said, yeah, we would love to have him here, and kind of turned it into an event. And so we spoke, and it's all good. And the funny story about that is I'm talking to her. Her husband was there. And she said to her husband, yeah, this is Robert Simmons on the phone. He was like, hey, hi. He didn't know who I was. Well, he didn't realize who I was, I should say, until we spoke more. And he was like, wait a minute. Preloaded, keep it loaded? I know. I watch your videos all the time. Now he said he's going to participate. So, it's good stuff, guys. It's good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Youngstown Harley Davidson in Ohio, August 16th, August 17th. Maryland. So I'm still waiting. I'm going to be in Maryland in September. That date's already confirmed, right? I didn't put that information out yet. I'm trying to get to Maryland before that. And the first dates that were approved by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, they didn't work. And so right now I'm waiting for approval for some dates. So I haven't put that out yet. I haven't mentioned yet because I don't know what the dates are, but I'm shooting for May or June. It's going to be a Sunday because that's when you can use that church. And when I get that date, then I can contact Joe out in New Jersey and see if I can once again use that church parking lot, because usually what I do is the church in New Jersey is on Sunday. So on Saturday, I do a practice session there. And then I drive the 3 hours to Maryland. And then on Sunday, Seventh-day Adventist Church, they have church on Saturday. And so that's why I do that. So I need those two to work together in order for that to makes sense. I really don't need it because I've gone to Maryland and just did Maryland and came home. But if I'm going to go all the way to Jersey, then there's no way I'm not going to do Maryland. I got to pass it to get to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be in Gator Ford again in September. This is what I'm talking to you guys about. This guy, Mike Accord. He wants me to always, every year, he wants me to be at that dealership doing a motorcycle practice session quarterly. That's what he wants, quarterly. And he takes it seriously. You know, he puts it on the big electronic board that, you know, that's over the highway, that there's a practice session going on here. Be the boss of your motorcycle. It's just awesome, man. Every time I go there, he takes great care of me. And then lastly, guys, in October, I'm going to be going back to Cox's Harley Davidson in North Carolina to do another practice session. Now these are the things that are planned, guys. More stuff can definitely come. And don't forget, in November, it's going to be the 5th year anniversary ride and luncheon, and then the practice session the next day. But I'm looking forward to that. 5 years to be on YouTube if I'm still blessed enough to be here. And when I say here, I'm not talking about on YouTube. I'm talking about on this planet. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to celebrating that. Every year is so much fun, guys. The ride is always fun. You know why, right? You know why. And then afterwards, the luncheon, we just have a ball. It's just great, great, great. And I appreciate it all, man. So, all right, guys. I think I've given you all I wanted to talk to you about. I want to go through some of your comments and see if any of you guys have questions. I see Lee Sturgis said Columbus, Ohio. I don't know if you said it after I mentioned Youngstown. I don't know how far that is from Columbus, but that's where I'm going to be. That's not to say I won't go back and do Columbus, but we'll see. We'll see how the calendar shakes out. Wow, it's a lot of comments, guys. I appreciate it. 1 on 3 is right. What's going to be best? What's probably going to be best, guys, is if I read these when I have a time to actually sit down and read them. It's 8:46 now. It's Saturday, so every day Saturday for me, guys. But tomorrow's practice session, I get up at about 5 o'clock, get out there by 6 so I can set up. I'm looking forward to that. Great weather here, just great weather, not too hot, not cold at all. Oh, my God. How can I forget to tell you guys this? Thank you, guys. Did I put this on here? All right. Listen, guys, if you're unfamiliar, I'm a part of a new YouTube channel, right? It's a podcast type channel. It's called Splittin' Lanes, Splittin. There's no ing because of course not, right? Splittin' Lanes. It's myself. It's Finesse the Challenger. He has a YouTube channel as well. It's my buddy. And Q, Riding and Wrenching. It's my other buddy and my Tennessee ambassador. It's 3 of us on this podcast type channel. We're 5 episodes in now. Just go check that channel out. Of course, we talk about motorcycles. Of course, mostly Mike is always giving Finesse the business because he rides a Pursuit, Indian Pursuit. But this is something that we always did, guys. We would get on a FaceTime call and be on that call for hours, just talking about everything, anything and everything. And, one day I was like, you know what, this is like, we should do this and share this with everybody. This is like a podcast because it shows you like a different side of us because we're not always just talking about motorcycles. We talk about anything and everything. And if you doubt that, watch episode number 3. Every time I think about that episode, I laugh because I love doing these podcasts. I really do because it's all genuine. None of us are phony. Everything is transparent. There's no negativity because if there were, I wouldn't be a part of it. Everything's positive. We're going to break each other's, balls and stuff like that. That's what we do with men. But we talk about real life stuff and we respect each other. We're not going to always agree with everything we're talking about, but it doesn't matter. We're going to allow each other to speak, voice their opinions, then tell them they're wrong. But it's good stuff. So like I said, guys, 5 episodes in, Splittin' Lanes. Go over there and check it out. Subscribe to that channel. Hit that like button. And at some point, we're going to start having guests. As a matter of fact, hold on. February 17th, guys, we're going to have Steve from Indy Ridge on Splittin' Lanes. And we're just going to talk to him about Indy Ridge and how, the company, what made him start it. And if you haven't seen the interviews I did with this guy, you can watch those videos too. I respect so much what he does because his work ethic is like mine, but on steroids. he's not going to put out anything substandard. His work ethic is great. The customer service is great, and the product is great. It just is. I love the boots. I love the gloves, and now he's got T-shirts out, guys. And if you go to his website, indieridgeusa.com, you'll see that he called it the 7-year T-shirt. Why? Took him 7 years to finally put a T-shirt out because he said anybody, you know how I always say anybody can ride a motorcycle at speed? Anybody can just buy a cheap T-shirt and slap a logo on it and put it out. Not his style. It had to be perfect. And they are. You'll see. I've worn them a few times. Soft. I washed them and didn't shrink. It's just quality stuff. Everything this guy does. I think it's like $18 or something like that. So definitely check him out as well. I want to give a shout out to Tab Performance. Great stuff, and got some stuff coming for you guys too. You already know about the Redline series. I put that on Valiant. And again, that's a whole system. You can't just get slip-ons with the Redline series. It's a full system. So if you're looking for something that's a lot quieter but geared more towards performance, that's what you're going to get. I'm not saying it's quiet, but it's quieter than a zombie baffle, right? But there is something coming, and actually it's coming this month. So definitely stay tuned, guys, from Tag Performance. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Lord Tigers. Just awesome, awesome stuff, guys. Having those guys on your side just in case something happens. So if you need one of those little pamphlets, it's a document holder. I've got a ton of them. As a matter of fact, I need to start bringing them to my practice sessions. If you need one of those, just let me know and I'll give it to you. Because like I said, in the moment of stress, even, it will remind you. You know how I like steps, what to do. Call 911, and do this, do that. Call your insurance company, call Lord Tigers, because they're going to be the ones that are going to give you more information and guidance. They're going to go a step further than your insurance company, because we all know this. The insurance companies don't really want to pay you, right? All right. Lord Tigers, 1-800-LORD-TIGERS, or LordTigers.com, guys. Let's see. Yeah, look at that guy. I finished in less than an hour, 52 minutes. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm not off yet. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button. I'm looking at 104 you guys in here. I appreciate you spending your Saturday night with me. Oh, man. I love this new space, man. New desk, new lighting. I put these lights up myself. I know you can't see them. And this calendar on the wall behind me, that was all Anita. Anita said, you know what? You need to put a calendar on the wall so that you can see everything with one shot. And I remember I said, no, I like stuff electronic. But I'm glad I followed her advice. She's right about so many things. Because last year, guys, I never forget this. The month of June, I had one day when I wasn't doing anything. I didn't realize that, because if somebody tells me, listen, I want a private lesson, I would just look at my phone. If the day was open, boom, you got it. As soon as they paid for it, they had it. It's yours. But my dumbass wasn't looking at the day before or the day after. So every day was just taken. Practice sessions on the weekend, private lessons in between. So with this calendar, I can just look at everything and say, okay, this year I have to purposely kind of space stuff out so I can give myself time to relax, or like I said, do stuff in the house, do stuff with the bride. I don't want to take her out to dinner or go to the movies and I'm like this. Right, guys? All right. Rob Kelly said, love my Indie Ridge boots. Oh, yeah. Man, it's more coming too, man. It's more coming. All right, guys, listen. That's going to do it for me here, guys. I want you to enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Anybody have any questions for me or anything they want to share? Like, type it now so I don't have to go back up and see it. I'll see it now. Don't ever doubt Anita's advice. Yeah, I you know what? I usually don't doubt it. It all depends on what we're talking about. I like when she's answering questions about stuff in the channel. She has no interest in riding a motorcycle, but Oh, Little Scott's World said, what bike is for sale? That's an excellent question. And I see you're a V.I.Preloader, so you stand by, because you guys are going to find out first what bike is for sale. Excuse me. Not only are you going to find out first, you guys are going to get the best price. Scratch. That's not true. Ambassadors are going to get the best price. And then after that, V.I.Preloaders are going to get the best price. And then preloaders. And then people that aren't subscribed to the channel, I'm gonna rake them across the. They're paying full price, period. Right. But whoever gets the bike that's being sold, yeah, they're gonna be very happy. They're not gonna have to do anything to it. It's just, you know. All right, hold on. I see some more questions coming in. Oh yeah, Super Bowl tomorrow. Somebody put Go Eagles. Who's that? Oh, Richard Clark. Uh, let's see. But good question, Little Scottsboro. What bike is for sale? You will find out very soon. Very soon. Hi, Anita. Love hearing you giggle back there. That's Miss Jenny. Somebody put, yeah, DFW. I don't know what that means. What was the splitting lanes info to see, listen?
I put it up there and look for my comment.
Oh, okay. Anita put it, she put it up there. It's on YouTube. Just type in splitting lanes and you'll find it. You know what? Well, once this video comes out, I'm going to put a link for it in the description section. But yeah, I challenge you guys to watch those podcasts and not be cracking up or not smiling. It's just, yeah, it's just good. It's good stuff. Let's see. Prototype 3, what's going on? Said, let's go Eagles. Adam traveling to Michigan. Oh, my bad. Yes. So I'm actually in the works of doing that. The marketing person at Motor City Harley Davidson that used to work there no longer works there. So now I have to talk to the new marketing person. But what I did do is I reached out to the Riding Academy coach that runs it. She runs the Riding Academy. Her name is Allie. She participated in it last year and she loved it. And this year she wants her other riding coaches and some other people at the dealership to participate. So I reached out to her. She's excited about it. She's going to be the point of contact to talk to the marketing person to see if we can make that happen. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't happen because it was great last year. And so, yeah, Motor City Harley Davidson. It's just a matter of me finding out when they're available to let me do it. It has to be a time when they're not conducting a riding academy class. All right. So thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. Listen, if you want, I've been trying to get to the DFW for the longest. Can't get a location, right? That's what it's all about, guys. If I get a location, somebody says, yeah, you can use my parking lot or you can use my riding academy, whatever. That's it. Once I get that, I put all the information out there. And if I get the participation, I'm there. I mean, listen, I went to South America. Right now, there's no place I'm really, you know what I mean? If it makes sense to go, I'm going to be there because people need help everywhere, right? People want to do this everywhere. Now, the problem is some people live in areas where even if I got a location, I'm not going to be able to fill it, right? Because it's just remote areas. So it all depends. So I'm going to let you know right now, if it's New Jersey, that's going to fill it right away. Don't drag your feet. Maryland, it's going to fill up. Ohio, it's going to fill up. Tennessee, it's going to fill up. Like certain areas, ain't no bull crapping. It's going to fill up, all right? So just keep that in mind, guys. Let me see if anybody left anything else here. Dates for the 5th anniversary in November. I should have told you that, guys. Hold on. Please stand by. November 8th. That's going to be the ride and the luncheon, November 8th. So, yeah, we already have that planned. And then November 9th is the anniversary practice session. Good job. Damon Magruder said, franchise? ? Good question. So what I'm going to tell you is I've been asked that plenty of times. I have no interest in doing that. And here's why. I know people want help, right? But without tooting my own horn, I know people want the help from me. But not only that, I'm such a stickler and I'm such a perfectionist. I'm not going to get any sleep if somebody else is doing this under a franchise that I run and I don't have any control over it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know exactly what they're doing. I don't know exactly what they're saying. That would drive me crazy. So that's the reason why I'm really not interested in a franchise. And that's how I feel right now. 5 years from now, I'm still going to feel the same way. Because you know what? At a certain point, there's so many videos out there. Like this is gonna outlive me by many, many years. Ian, man, I appreciate that, man. Huge shout out to Ian for the donation. Thanks for everything, Simmons. He put Simmons is. So he's acknowledging my bride as well. Because yeah, she definitely does a lot. So I appreciate the question about the franchise. I'm not interested in that at all. Now, like I said, some of my ambassadors, They hold like practice sessions. I have people come out and practice with them. That's probably as close as I'm going to get to a franchise. But you never. I'm never saying never, but I'm close to never when it comes to that. All right, guys. It's just I got enough to deal with instead of trying to worry about managing that. And if this is about money for me, then because I believe that's the draw. You do a franchise and then you have what they call it mailbox money. You just got money coming in, right? But if it's gonna dilute my brand or dumb it down, anything in any way, no, I don't. It's gonna drive me crazy. I know there's certain things I want to say and I want them said a certain way. And they may not be as patient. They may not, all of that stuff's important, right? So this is not to say somebody can't do it, but and if it was going to happen, it would definitely start with my ambassadors. There's not even a question about that. Okay, hold on. Zach said, is it possible for you to come to Pennsylvania for a practice session? Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I was in contact with somebody in Pennsylvania because they told me, oh, they know me at that dealership. I got you. Never heard from them again. So if you can find a location, now here's how this works, guys. If you are the liaison, if you're the person that decides to do the legwork, get a location or put me in contact with somebody to make that happen, when I come there, if you participate in it, which I'm assuming you will, you don't have to pay for that lesson, of course, or lessons. If I do 2 days and you want to do both days, you don't have to worry about that. And that just makes sense. None of that happens without you, right? So that's my answer for Pennsylvania. I've been trying to get to Pennsylvania. So what happens is when I get to Jersey, people from Pennsylvania come down to Jersey. But yeah, I want to get to Pennsylvania. What's sad is I'm from New York. I can't get into the state I'm from to do a practice session because when you get to these cities, unless you really know somebody that has a location that they own, everything is just, it's tougher, liability and stuff. People are worried about that, and I understand why. But it is what it is. Let's see. That's your HD Triker talking to Finesse. Are you coming to Dallas Fort Worth? Yeah, I already addressed that. Okay, that's somebody talking to somebody else. Show up for Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah, trust me, guys. It's the largest state. Just find me a location. I mean, when I went to Texas, it wasn't the DFW. It was the closest I can get. And that was a hike too. So that's another thing, guys. I've learned, as much as I like to have my trailer and my own motorcycles when I go to these things, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Does it make sense for me to drive 17 hours to get someplace if I can get there in 2 hours on a plane? So next time I go to Texas, I don't think I'm driving. I'm just going to fly. We'll see. We'll see. But anytime I've gone someplace and I've flown, it works out great. Somebody usually has a motorcycle for me. If it's a Harley Davidson dealership, like shout out to the Harley Davidson dealership out in Pikes Peak, Harley Davidson. The GM there, he hooked me up big time, just took care of me, gave me a nice 24 Road Glide. Everything I needed, he gave me. When I went to Motor City Harley Davidson, they gave me a motorcycle. And even if they don't, I don't need a motorcycle for the whole session. I get on the motorcycle just to demonstrate something, and I'm on my feet really, right? So it's not a high priority for me to bring my motorcycles, unless I'm doing a follow the leader at the end. And most of the time that doesn't happen anyway, because by the end, people are exhausted. So thanks, Rob. Screw you, follow the leader. I'm good. Let's see. Maverick Harley Academy, Dallas. Okay. Reach out to them. Let's see what we got. Okay. As a matter of fact, there's some places I reached out to, but they weren't interested, right? Some riding academies, remember, every Harley Davidson dealership is independently owned. Some riding academies, I forget where it was. Oh, it was in Las Vegas. They pretty much told me that they feel like it's a competition, like I'm competing with them. And I explained to them, you're not competing with me because whoever comes to the riding academy, they don't have an endorsement. You can't do my practice sessions without an endorsement. So you're the stepping stone. You're not losing anything by having me come there. So, unless they think I'm taking people from their advanced course, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I always try to explain to them that if I come to your dealership to do a practice session, you're showing people that, yes, you want to sell products and motorcycles, but you also want to prioritize safety. And anybody that wants to come there and put that on and people are enthusiastic about it, you want to be a part of that. And at the end of the day, the more confident people get in riding their motorcycles, the more possible, the more likely they're going to buy a motorcycle, right? So anyway, that's my spiel to them. Let's see. Adam said, thanks for the info. May I have a contact in the DFW area? That's Dave. Oh, I may have a contact. All right, Dave. Thanks, man. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's V.I.Preloader Dave. I'll see you tomorrow again, Dave. Jason, you make a decision on Milwaukee for the homecoming? No, I don't know yet if I'm going to Milwaukee. I'll let you guys know. DFW will fill up. I know it will too. Like for DFW, I'm not worried about that filling up. I just need a location. That's all I need is a location to do it, man. Doug, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Rob, just came in. I am amused, entertained, and educated from Splitting Lanes. Keep it up. Thanks, Doug. Yeah, man. I love doing that podcast. When you guys get off of here, if you don't have anything else to do, just head over to Splitting Lanes and watch. I want you to start with episode number 3. Just start with that episode. Then you can go back to 1 and watch 2, watch 3 again, maybe, watch 4 and watch 5. I know it's hard for me to be subjective or objective about this, I should say, whatever, because I'm in it. But I thoroughly enjoy watching them and also just listening to them. That's a good thing about a podcast. You don't have to watch it. But we put B-roll in, or should I say finesse, because finesse is the quarterback on this. He's the quarterback. He's the one that does all the editing and everything like that. Mike and I, we just sit there and we talk. We got the easy job. But we put the B-roll in there, so it makes it more entertaining, and it's just, it's just a good time, guys. So definitely, when you get a chance, check that out. Paul said, Harley Homecoming 2025, any sessions this year? No, I don't have anything planned there yet. I would love to do that, and I'm hoping that I can do that because I really wanted to do that last year. That would just be phenomenal to be able to have a practice session out there in Milwaukee during homecoming. Craig said, I'm on DFW. Okay. What the hell? This thing just jumped on me. Oh, I'm at the bottom? Okay. Oh, no, it's frozen. Jose, Robert, and Anita Simmons. Method is unique. Yeah, losing something. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Ian, you're right. You ever make it out to California? Yeah, I just talked about that. I'll be out there May 3rd and May 4th. May 3rd and May 4th, 2 practice sessions. All right, that's Southern California. Somebody said to me, when you come into Northern California, I'm like, listen, if I'm in Southern California, if you look at the proximity from Northern California and Georgia versus Southern California and Northern California, if you can, just make the trip to Southern California, right? Unless you got a location for me in Northern California, right? Does anyone have any classes in Kentucky? Not at this time. Not at this time. Great channel. Keep up the videos. This is David Brown. Coming, learning a lot, always learning from you. Thanks. My pleasure, man. Did you do your homework yet? Prototype 3. He's talking about from Splitting Lanes. No, I didn't. I don't have time to watch this damn movie, man. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it. You gotta find out if it's on Netflix. We're gonna do a movie night? All right. So Anita said I'll watch it, movie night. We'll see if it's on Netflix or Hulu or wherever the hell it's on. TD205, what's going on, man? I have to check out your guys' new podcast. Yeah, man. And I want you to definitely go in the comment section when you watch that podcast and just tell us what you think. Right? Be honest. It's fine. We got thick skin. All of us do. We have to. Otherwise, we would never be able to have a conversation with each other because the ribbon doesn't stop. It just doesn't. But we talk to each other like we would always talk to each other, right? You guys just get to witness it and laugh and sometimes cry. I'm talking about from laughter. And matter of fact, in episode number 3, Finesse was laughing so hard he started crying. Zaid said, "Hi Rob, I am in Michigan and really need a class in Michigan. Is that possible?" Yeah, like I said, I'm working on Michigan, going back there, Motor City, Harley Davidson. So if you're not on my email notification list, definitely get on it because as soon as I get the okay, I already made up the flyer and everything. As soon as I get that information, it's going out. Yeah, Ready Player One. That's the movie I got to watch. Thanks, HD Tricker. Claude said, "Love your channel." Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Zach said, I'll be in touch about a location in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania area. All right. It's recorded now, Zach. You'll be in touch. You got my email address. Christopher said, any plans for a class in New Jersey 2025? Yes. Like I said, I'm just waiting for a response from Maryland. And once I get that date, call up Joe in Jersey and see if it works. And hopefully it works. If it does, great. Because otherwise, see, the only way I can go to Jersey without Maryland is I would need to be someplace where I can do 2 days. And I can't do 2 days at the church because on Sunday they have service. So that's how that works. Let's see. Doug says, please tell me Boulder City is on for sure in March. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's already a done deal. Hotels booked, flights booked, done deal. I'm coming to Nevada. Not a doubt about it. Because, see, a trip like that, just like last year with Colorado, if it's a place I've never been to, especially if it's a place I want to go to, like I've been wanting to go and can't get in, if I can get in there, if the classes aren't filled, I'm still going because I still want to say I was there, right? This, like any business, you got to take, there's ebbs and flows to everything. Sometimes you do something and wow, we did great. And then sometimes you just broke even and then sometimes you took a loss. That's, it is what it is. But it's the experience and getting to meet new people. That's always first and foremost to me. So Nevada's happening, period. Thanks, Doug. Claude Jackson said, and I love your rap song. You mean the rap song I use? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Mario said, oh, he's talking to Sean. Come down to Columbia and marry him. Little Scottsboro said he agrees with Ready Player One audio book, not the movie. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm not listening to the audio books. I'll watch the movie, and I'm going to have to go from there. Zaid said, thanks so much, Rob. Welcome to Michigan. Thank you, man. I enjoyed myself when I was there. Great people. They took care of us at that dealership. They advertised it on their website. They fed us. It was just great. Gave us water, ice. I'm looking forward to going back there. Hotel was close. Like everything was convenient. It was great. And Allie, the riding coach, she was great too. Just great people, man. Great people. And I've never seen so many motorcycles on the floor. And that dealership is just, whoa, just motorcycle. And a crap load of CVOs. I've never seen that many CVOs. I'm not in a dealership. Never. Wow. That was impressive. I was foaming at the mouth. Dario Martinez, thank you. Where will it be in California? I would love to see your schedule. Dario, it's going to be at the first Assembly Church.
I put the links.
Oh, yeah, she put the links. But also go to my website. If you want to see my schedule, it's on the website. Just click on where it says upcoming events. The website's BeTheBossOfYourMotorcycle.com. Thank you, sweetie. And actually, I think that's it, guys. Thank you for all your help. This is from Craig. I actually learned a lot, how to ride through your channel. All right, guys. So I appreciate that. Everybody that left the super chats or the donations, I appreciate you. And listen, tomorrow, practice session number will commence. First one of the year. Looking forward to it. I did something a little bit new. I sent out a teaser earlier as far as some cones. Just something new I threw in. Again, me observing people do things. If I see people doing something, if I see different people doing the same things that I really don't want them to do, then I know I need to change something. And that's what I did. It's something very small, but the result should be something big. All right, guys. So listen, that's going to do it for me. This is my birthday week. Yesterday was my birthday. We went out to eat. We went out again tonight. And we're going to go out every night because my rule is it's birthday week. I don't want my bride cooking at all. So it's really like her birthday week if you think about it like that. So I don't want her cooking on her birthday week. And I don't want her cooking on my birthday week. So we've already eaten. I'm going to get out of here, go pick up the trailer. And I'm happy that I don't have to load Angel into the trailer because I already have the Road King in the trailer ready to go. All right, guys. So if you're practicing with me tomorrow, I see you tomorrow. If not, guys, stay tuned. I got a bunch of stuff coming out. I got a huge surprise coming for you guys as well. As always, V.I.Preloader is going to learn about this stuff before preloaders, or sometimes V.I.Preloaders find out about stuff that preloaders never know about. Some stuff is just exclusive to them. Anita and I just came back from a wonderful vacation, and those videos, I already put part 1 of that out. That's for VI preloaders only. It's good stuff. Every now and then I like to share that with people. Something that has nothing to do with motorcycles, but showing them this going on cruises, but being on an exclusive part of the ship and showing them that side of it. It's just, if you go on cruises, you have to watch that video. It's just, it's you'll never want to cruise in general population again. I'll just say it like that. All right, guys. All right, listen, I love you. Come over here, baby.
Bye.
Oh, hold up. They can't see you. Hold on.
They can see me.
Yeah, but you're blurred. I got to change something. Let me. Okay, now it's still blurred. Let me take this off. Ah, look at her. Look at my bride. Look at her moving around.
Bye, guys. Love you.
All right, guys, listen. Look at that. Video playing in the background. Love my new space, guys. Love it, love it, love it.
I lost the closet.
Yeah, but I gained one, and that's what's most important. All right, listen, guys. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you have
time to practice.
That is not our opinion, guys. Until next time. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is great, man. Take care, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. And as soon as I can figure out how to end this, I'll end it.
Bye.
Oh, man. This is awesome.
Are we off?
No.
Oh.
We're not. Oh, there it is. Duh. Button's right there. It says in stream. Later.